Man, that was a great Netflix documentary that you told me to watch on about ZZ Top.
Yeah.
For those of you that haven't seen it, man, that's fantastic. It's a must see.
Yeah, it is. It's awesome. It really goes back to their beginnings.
Humble beginnings.
Yeah. So did you see the poster that said McAllen, Texas?
You told me about that, and I was looking for it, and I didn't see it, but...
You didn't see it, dude?
I didn't see it, but, you know.
It's at the very beginning of the Netflix documentary about ZZ Top. And it's inside Dusty Hill's, man cave, where he got all this stuff. And,
Trophy room.
Yeah, it's trophy room. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Rock and Chaz Show Live, number 15, where everything is classic.
Especially the host.
Yeah. And it's brought to you by the hashtag PVT Network and also by Dr. T's Primary Care for Men. They've got the IV vitamin infusion therapy, testosterone, COVID test, sermorelin. You can give them a call at 956-441-2188. That IV vitamin infusion therapy will boost your immune system. And at times like these that we're having, it's always good to have that extra edge with your immune system.
Especially now that, some of the schools are meeting and practicing and, the little bit more extracurricular activity.
Yeah. And they also have the COVID test in case you feel like you need to take it. Just give them a call and they'll set you up. And also, they've got the flu shot already. So if you want the flu shot to give you extra, that extra edge as well, they have that available. And they also have Dr. T's Primary Care for Women on Thursdays, all right, in Harlingen. So call 956-441-2188. Dr. T's Primary Care for Men. Also want to thank the law office of Rene Flores, hashtag DWI expert. If you're having any type of legal issues and you need someone to represent you that will represent you 100% and to the fullest.
And put him on your speed dial.
Yeah.
Because you want to have it already.
I would actually, try to memorize his number. Because if you land in jail and then they tell you got one phone call and you ain't got your cell phone, it's like, oh, I don't know anybody's number. Mom's number's under Mom. Charlie Corona's number's under Chaz. Felicia's number is under Felicia. So you tend to go in there and you don't know any numbers. So if you're going to remember a number and memorize it, I would suggest you memorize 956-316-1991. Is that easy or what?
That's easy, man.
1991.
I remember that the year that I graduated.
Yeah, you see?
Can remember it. Oh, that's the year Chaz graduated from high school.
Hopefully I'll land in jail with you.
I know it's 1991. I forgot the first part.
316. It's the law office of Rene Flores, hashtag DWI expert. All right.
He's a sharp-dressed man.
He sure is, man. Looks like El Buki.
Yeah.
Marco Antonio Solis.
Not Kabuki.
El Buki.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
We're always thinking wrestling.
I know.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share because that is very important. Okay, that is very important. Coming up tonight, this week in rock history, the anniversary of the release of the last album ever by the original lineup of one of the greatest bands of all time. Also, later in the program, celebrity birthdays, 2 rock and roll icons born 18 years apart. Celebrity birthdays is this week, and one is still alive, and the other was murdered. All right, so
Whoa.
And plus,
was it solved or? Well, I guess we'll find out when we get there.
Well, the dude that murdered him also was killed, as a matter of fact, and it happened during a concert.
Okay,
so
I gotta wait. I can't wait to hear about that.
Yeah. So
I think I know who you're talking about.
Okay.
You do?
I think so.
We'll see.
Maybe somebody will. These guys, they like to let the cat out of the bag.
These shout out to everybody who's already commenting.
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah.
Laura, Ohio.
Yeah.
Juan Perez.
Dario Puig.
My tocayo.
Yeah.
Carlos, what's up?
San Pedro.
He's from San Benito.
San Benito, yeah.
All right. So, right now, let's introduce the producers. Riley, how you doing, sweetheart?
Hello. How's everyone doing?
I'm doing good. What kind of we do our classic T-shirts when
Should we
intro-
reveal now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's start doing it. So what do you
I am
got?
wearing a Prince Purple Rain T-shirt. I'm just gonna get up
Órale.
just a little bit.
Wow. That's a classic for sure.
Thank you.
It inspired by the dude that sent in the picture last week, or what?
Yes, it was an inspiration.
He had a back and front. It was one of those sublimation
T-shirts.
shirts.
What does that mean? I don't know what that
means. That even everything is like printed.
It's not screen printed and it's not embroidered.
Oh, okay.
So it's like part of the fabric itself.
Oh.
Like the print is. Yeah.
And we've also have Felicia. What's up, Felicia?
Hello.
How you doing, sweetheart?
Good. I'm doing good.
What kind of shirt do you got? I like it.
I don't have a classic shirt. I have a body by chips and guac.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
That's what this body's made of.
Yeah,
And White Claw.
yeah. Mine's made out of pan dulce and tamales and menudo and barbacoa and
Oh,
forget
my
about it.
goodness.
Used to be made out of Jack Daniels, man, but not anymore. I actually love that shirt. Where did you get it?
I actually got it at Five Below.
Oh, yeah?
Oh.
They have, I don't know if y'all have ever been to Five Below. They have a wall of T-shirts.
Yes.
Really? I got
Under
Yes.
$5.
Yeah.
Well, like they're
Okay.
$5.
Okay.
I've seen them, and they have some really cool classic ones.
Yeah,
and,
they've got like some classic like cartoons. They have like some they had one with like a skull and roses. Like they're actually pretty cool. I was like, wow,
And they're $5 below.
they're $5. Yeah.
Wow.
Shout out.
Body by chips and guac. What would you say your body's made out of, Charlie?
When under 21 Fideo, because I was at home, and then past my 20s, mostly tuna and Fritos.
Okay.
Plain original Fritos, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
Not
because
the
we're
barbecue Fritos.
talking about how we call all the chips Fritos.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everything's a Coke. What
Yeah.
kind of Coke you want? A Sprite? Okay, let me get you that Coke.
Yeah.
That's so
Same
true.
thing with cereal, postostes.
Yeah.
You want postostes? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, here
When-
you go. Those aren't the postostes I want.
When relatives come down from Illinois, Indiana, do you have a pop? A pop? What is it, the 1950s? Like a soda pop?
And Charlie says, only when I walk into a crowded building.
It's a
That's what they call it when a wrestler walks
A pop.
out
You wanna
and
get
the
a
crowd they pop. So, trying to, hey, you should have said thanks, dude. Come
Thank
on.
you for that. I appreciate that.
All right.
Jealous.
So what about you, Charlie? What shirt you got on today?
I'm wearing a shirt of one of my heroes, one of my childhood heroes. And when I'm having a bad day and I need a little bit of that mojo rising,
You is.
I put on
Oh, behave.
I put on my Flash Gordon
Wow.
shirt.
Yeah.
I love it.
There you got it. Right?
Flash.
Savior of the universe.
Yeah, there you go. That is a cool shirt, dude. I like it. It kind of reminds me of the Roddy Piper shirt.
Yeah, the stark between the white and the red. And, it's a good combination.
The one that says Hot Rod on
Yep.
it. Yeah. Yeah. All right. I am wearing a classic Undertaker t-shirt, man.
And it looks like it's from the American Badass phase. You know, when he
Yeah.
wore a bandana, he would ride his motorcycle and kick everybody's ass.
It looks 3D.
I really
On the camera.
I really like
It's awesome.
I like this era of the Undertaker.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, the last match that I saw that was in the graveyard.
He was the American Badass.
Yeah, he showed up in a motorcycle and all that. So this is really my favorite. I mean, I like the Undertaker and all that stuff,
but
when he was just real,
and it fit the Attitude Era.
Yeah.
Because it was a lot of attitude.
And I was watching a video of some wrestlers talking about the Undertaker, how he was and who he was, and Tracy Smothers. You remember Tracy
Yeah.
Smothers, who was a wrestler?
Smoking guns.
Yeah, a lot of you probably don't know the guy, but he's from the southern area. He was with the NWA and all that, and then he was with ECW with the Guido guy, right? Or that?
I think so.
Yeah,
guy.
that little. He was a Guido.
Yeah.
They were called
But
the
the word-
Guidos.
The full-blooded Italians.
Yeah, it's when the Jersey Short thing was going on, and they were like,
It's
and they were real
the
funny.
full-blooded Italians.
Yeah, the full-blooded Italians.
FBI.
And you knew Tracy Smothers was not a full-blooded Italian.
Total redneck.
Total redneck, but that was the irony of it, right? That was the comedy of it, It's like Elizabeth Warren saying she's Indian, you know what I mean?
Right, yeah. It's ironic.
So Tracy Smothers was saying that not many people realize that Undertaker was really a really biker badass guy.
Yeah.
And he was a bouncer at a bar here. He's from Texas originally. And he was a bouncer at a bar, and he saw Undertaker like beat up like 5 or 6 dudes at once in the bar. It was like a bar fight.
Wow.
And so it was very interesting. I was like, damn, dude, this dude he got a 7-foot guy. He's got muscle.
I mean,
Tattoos on his neck.
Unstoppable. And the thing is, they used to say that they used to have wrestlers' court. Like, let's say you and I were arguing about whatever. He would be the judge.
Uh-huh.
Like, okay, what's your side? Okay, what's your side? And then he would decide, like, all right, Charlie, you got to pay him or whatever. You owe him a case of beer.
And you had to do that.
And if he said it, that's it.
Yeah.
He spoke.
That's it. Judge right there.
Jury, executioner.
So I don't know if you all like them. I'm probably more than sure everybody likes the Undertaker gimmick better than the American Badass. But for me, I think the American Badass, him showing up to the ring in these Harleys and these customized motorcycles and a bandana and just a biker look. I love that, man. It was great.
Roy Hernandez says he's from Houston. That's right, he is. And
H-Town. His real name,
Mark.
What's his last name?
Callis.
Mark Callis. And Calloway, no? Mark Calloway?
Callis. Yeah, when he was a wrestler, he started off as Mean Mark Callis. But his name is Mark Calloway.
Yeah, Mark Calloway, yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So let's see some of our fan T-shirts that have been sent in.
Yes, so hashtag PBT Classic Tees from the fans. We're going to go ahead and get started with this first one. And thank you to Simon Godina from Delavan, Wisconsin. He's wearing a classic Tron T-shirt. It looks really, really awesome. We also have Jason Borjas from La Feria, Texas, and he's wearing a classic Emilio Navaira shirt.
Oh,
that one's really cool. It's like a live shot of Emilio. And then our really good friends, Felipe and Alex Menchaca from Round Rock, Texas. She's wearing a Guns N' Roses T-shirt, and he's wearing a Dallas Cowboys jersey. So thank you guys so much for submitting those pictures to us.
Yeah.
Can y'all see them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Emilio Navaira live album T-shirt. Did he have that made or did he buy it? I wonder, man. That's awesome.
I don't know, but
Jason
it looks
Borjas,
really,
La
really
Feria,
cool.
Texas. Yeah, man.
Super duper cool.
And then Simon Godina.
I don't see him as a guy that would watch Tron. I mean, Simon, have you seen Tron? I mean, I'm not saying you haven't, but it looks like it's not from your genre.
I saw it as a kid in the theater at the Palm Plaza Theater in Westaco. I went to go see Tron. I was probably like the only one in the theater, dude.
Yeah.
And I had no idea what was going on in that movie. It was a video game thing. It was like one of the very first video game movies.
It was almost like the movie. It was a movie of, remember that video, Take On Me? I think it was something like that. Like it's the people, and then there's a computer, and I couldn't follow it either.
But
maybe Simon Godina loved it.
Well, either that or he just told his son, "Tráeme una de tus t-shirts del closet, mijo."
Me vale cuál es, dame el shirt.
¿Quién es ese Tron?
Oh my goodness, we
Hasta el
have
tronco.
we have 3 more submissions. We have our really good friend Raymond Rose from Toronto, Canada, and he's wearing a Black Sabbath T-shirt.
Oh, wow.
It's really, really cool.
That's awesome.
And we have Dario Puig from Grand Prairie, Texas. He's wearing his Van Halen T-shirt. And then we have Mario Flores from FAR, and he is wearing an NWO.
Ooh.
And the picture that he sent was with Scott Hall. So Scott Hall is right next to him.
Wow.
Look
That's
at
awesome,
that.
dude. Dario Puig looks like a dude that would come out in that Rob Zombie movie or something.
Or Sons of Anarchy.
Or Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, that looks like a mugshot, Dario. Is that a mugshot? Man, you had your Van Halen shirt. Hey, call Rene Flores if you have any issues,
It
bro.
looks like he's rising from the swamp.
And that's Raymond Rose.
Yes.
I finally get to see Raymond.
Yeah, that's Raymond Rose,
The
man.
infamous Raymond Rose.
Yeah, Black Sabbath, man. That's a classic shirt he's got on with Ozzy on
I
there.
like that font.
And then, Scott Hall, he looked like he was...
Hasta el tron.
Hasta el tronco el vato.
Oh my God.
Wait, yo, when are we going to get out of here? Go get some drinks, you know? You know where I can score?
It looks like when Mario walks away, Scott Hall's just going to lean forward and fall down.
Yeah. No, I think that was probably one of the conventions, comic conventions that Ramsey brings down to the Rio Grande Valley.
I like how he has his belt, his championship belt on
Yeah, that
his
looks-
shoulder.
And that thing is heavy.
I know.
I mean, that thing is heavy, big time.
Looks super cool.
All right.
So thank you guys for submitting your teas. I had a couple of text messages earlier with people that were sending me pictures for tonight, and I said I haven't messaged them back, but I usually get these prepared like a day before. So thank you guys for submitting. We're using yours next week. Thank you.
And by the way, you can send in your pictures through our Instagram. And what is our Instagram, Fish? It's
hashtag PVT, but you have to spell out hashtag. It's HASHTAG.
Sorry, guys.
yeah. And then we've got Facebook also as well. You can send us pictures, and then I have a Rock and Roll James Facebook fan page as well that you can message me on. Sometimes I take a day or two to answer the emails or the text, but I usually go through them real quick. And then you can also send the pictures to our cell phone, right? We have a
Yes.
cell phone. What's the number, babe?
956-641-3241.
That's probably the quickest way to send us a picture if you text it to us on our cell phone, and then we can just add it on and we can put it on. And by the way, we do have some more pictures to go, right? I mean, do we have more pictures to
Yes.
go? Because we can't put them all in one shot.
I think I have 5, and then 2 more that they just sent like maybe an hour ago.
Okay.
So we have enough.
All right. So thank you to everybody
Yes.
that's participating in the show. And that is something that we appreciate and we love doing, is seeing our fans, engage with what we're doing here, man, because we love doing what we're doing. And we appreciate that you're appreciating it, right?
Yes. Thank you.
The Rock and Chaz show, where everything is classic. And this one's number 15. So we've done 15 weeks already.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
They go by quickly.
Talk about consistency.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, right now it's time for the Rock and Chaz Rockin' Poll.
Take me downtown. I'm just looking for some touch.
All right, the question today is, what's your favorite rock and roll movie, or what's the best rock and roll movie, okay?
When I first saw this question, I was like, huh? Like, I was like, and then after I thought about it and I embraced it and coddled it, I go, this is a good question, and I love this question.
Yeah.
Because you got to think about this one.
Yeah.
Not what's the best musical. No, we're not talking about musicals.
But it could be.
It could be a musical. We're not saying it couldn't, but we're just saying we didn't say musical.
Speaking of, what was the name of the one with Tom Cruise in it?
Oh yeah, I don't know.
He's like a rock singer.
Yeah, that was a good movie. I saw
And
that one.
there's
I
actually
didn't know there was a movie with Tom Cruise as a
Yeah.
rock star.
Yeah.
he's a rock star, and then he's like, there's actually a traveling troupe that goes to different cities and performs the rock opera.
Is it Rock of Ages?
Rock of Ages. That's what it is. Rock of Ages.
Corona for the win. Thank you.
But you said it wrong. You said, what is Rock of Ages?
What is Rock of Ages? And then you know what? There's that other movie with Mark Wahlberg,
Rockstar.
Rockstar, that that's also in the mix
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
I mean,
And then you've got the movie we said, Heavy Metal, the last time. That
yeah,
was
the cartoon.
the cartoon movie. There's just so many movies that you can really think of. You know, Spinal Tap is one.
That's a great one. And also, I thought about the Beatles movies.
Yeah.
'Cause they did Hard Day's Night.
Yeah, Woodstock, the film.
The film.
Yeah. So
You guys are real. Yeah. Y'all
could
know
even-
all types. I just like one or two popped up in my head, and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna pick this one.
You could have done the Ray Charles movie.
Yeah.
Oh,
Johnny
yeah.
Cash.
Johnny
Oh yeah,
Cash?
Walk the Line.
Yeah.
Yeah, Walk the Line's good.
I don't want to say. I'm afraid to say maybe one of y'all's answers right now. So let's just go.
Right, we don't want to.
Yeah, I'm afraid I might let one out of the bag or something here. And no les quiero comer el lonche a nadie de ustedes. ¿Entienden la onda? Sústame one time. So, Rally.
Yes.
All of a sudden.
Yes.
Rally, what is the best rock and roll movie in your opinion?
I'm not really into like all those movies y'all were mentioning. I have not seen a single one of them at all. I just I don't know. So the first one that came up to my mind was La Bamba with Lou Diamond Phillips and Esai Morales, the one that comes out on
Yeah.
that Netflix show that we watch.
Yeah,
Longmire.
Ozark. He was on Ozark. Yeah.
Who was on Ozark?
Esai Morales. He's a cartel guy.
Well, Lou Diamond Phillips is in a show called Longmire, which is it takes place in Wyoming, and there's an Indian reservation, and he's one of them. Yeah, that's a
Wow.
good show. You should check that out.
Is it on Netflix too?
Yeah.
Oh man, there's so many good things on
Yeah.
Netflix right now.
Yeah.
So La Bamba is a
Yeah.
perfect example of a rock and roll movie.
There you go. Yeah.
You also have Buddy Holly with
Yes.
Gary Busey.
yeah, Gary Busey. Yep. I mean, they're just popping up now. Huh?
You guys are crazy.
You can also say the Crew movie. What's the name of that one?
The Dirt.
The
The
Dirt. Motley
yeah.
Crue.
The Dirt.
yeah.
Yeah.
We watched like 10 minutes of that, right?
Yeah.
We're like, meh.
Thank you for Raymond Rose on that one, or who? Laura, Ohio.
Bohemian Rhapsody, Eva Ruiz. That's true, Eva.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right.
Purple Rain, Pete Trevino.
Okay. Before we take Fishy's answer, what's your answer, Fish?
Mine is The School of Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that one.
With Jack Black and Miranda Cosgrove.
That is a classic movie.
It's just hilarious. Like, it's so cool how like this guy just wants to be a rock star so bad, and then he finds these kids and becomes one with them. It's just awesome,
yeah.
and it's hilarious. I love Jack Black.
It is. It's an awesome movie. What about? Well, you know what? It's my turn. I'm gonna go ahead and agree
Yeah.
with you as well, Felicia. School of Rock is one of my
Yeah.
favorite. He's hardcore. She's hardcore.
No, you're not hardcore unless you live hardcore.
Yeah. And what I loved about it was I related to it so much with him and his friend, and him so passionate of having that rock band.
Yeah.
But he just didn't have what it takes, you know.
I love when they let him go and he's like, "Read between the lines, Theo. Read between the lines."
Yeah.
The finger, but he's like, "Read between the lines." He's gonna throw the finger.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
And then when he's heading to his first job, to his first day at school in the van,
van?
dun, 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 ah! And it's Jack Black is he's one of those guys that have
funny.
he's so funny.
And another good part is when he's in the class and he's trying to introduce the kids to the rock music. And he's like, "What do y'all listen to?" And one of the kids is like, "Liza Minnelli." And he's like, "What's wrong with you kids?" Like, he just gets real pissed.
Yeah.
It's like so funny.
And then when he writes that song, and the sword of the heart, and heart, and the lyrics and all that real mythical and all that.
Way, just right over their heads. Like, what?
It's a great movie.
Yeah, that's my favorite rock and roll movie as well, man. It's awesome. What about you, Chaz?
Shout out to Carmen Benavides. She said Detroit Rock City.
Yeah, that's a good
That's
one
a
with
good
Kiss.
one too.
You know what? Juan Lopez says The Rose.
Which
with
one is that?
Bette Midler.
Oh yeah,
It's back in the 70s. It's a great movie. What about that movie that Barbara Streisand and Chris Christopherson recorded?
Oh, A Star Is Born.
A Star Is Born. And they redid
They
it,
redid
right?
it. Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper.
Yeah, that's a rock and roll
That's a
movie
good
as
movie.
well.
Wayne's World. Juan Lopez.
Oh, yeah,
That's
Wayne's
a good
World.
one too.
Yeah.
Yes.
The Pick of Destiny. Yeah.
Jack Black again.
Yeah, Jack Black.
There's also, they already said Detroit Rock City, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that was another one too.
Yeah.
Also, that movie with Goldie Hawn's daughter, where she's like a singer.
Oh, you're talking about oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I gotta remember her name.
Well, that reminds me of
I know who you're talking
Selena.
about though.
Selena is a rock and roll movie too.
They-
Hello.
yeah.
You know, right?
Yeah, being on the road.
Yeah. And being an artist. that Bohemian Rhapsody one, también,
Yeah.
with about now they have an
Queen.
Elton John movie
Oh
coming
yeah,
out.
Rocket Man. It came
Yeah.
out like shortly after the Bohemian Rhapsody did.
Yeah.
Mamma Mia?
That's a Broadway.
It's a movie.
Yeah, it's a movie. It's Broadway.
I don't know. All of a sudden, I got an urge for pizza.
No.
Mamma Mia Pizzeria.
No pizza.
Well,
Nothing like pizza and beer, folks. Pizza and beer. That is just ecstasy.
Okay.
wow. We took a left turn there.
We should have one of those questions, right? Like,
I'm in my own world now.
what's your favorite food to eat with beer, right?
Yeah.
All right. So, what is your favorite rock and roll movie, Chaz?
You know, when you asked this question, like I said, at first I was like, huh? What? And then I thought about one of my favorite movies as a child. When I was a little kid, at my grandma's house, we got Cinemax for free.
Oh. And then Friday nights after midnight or after
It was
10?
called Friday After Dark, but that's a separate topic.
Yeah, You'd wait till your grandma was passed out, right?
Yeah.
Are they asleep?
Crashed out. Grandma,
And then
Grandma,
there were always
Grandma.
there were movies from Europe
You'd sneak over there to the
because in Europe they're very free about their bodies.
Emmanuel,
Yeah, stuff like that.
Lady Chatterley.
Felicity.
No, Felicity wasn't 1-1, dude. Was it
I don't
one?
know. It just sounds like it would
Felicity
be.
was like a sitcom or something, right? Or some sort
I
of
don't know.
afternoon show.
Felicity.
Quién sabe.
Some guys say, look, Cadillac Records. That's a hell of a movie. The Doors.
Oh yeah, The Doors with Val Kilmer.
Yeah, and let's see. There's another one that I saw. American Graffiti. That'd be a rock and roll movie. Dazed and Confused.
We were just
Yeah,
talking
I was
about.
gonna say Dazed and Confused
Yes.
because that's a classic. Yeah.
Jailhouse Rock.
with Elvis.
Yeah,
The Blue Hawaii.
yeah. and you remember what was the name of that movie? Yeah, Elvis had a lot of
He
rock
had
and
a
roll
bunch
movies.
of
Right?
movies, yeah.
But what was that name movie? That movie that had On the Dark Side. On the Dark Side.
Eddie and the Cruisers.
Eddie and the Cruisers, where everybody thought it was Bruce Springsteen that recorded that song, and it wasn't. It was Eddie and the Cruisers.
Yeah, Stephen Fate said, "Hey Chaz, it's Almost Famous, Fish. Almost Famous. is
Almost
the-
famous.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yes.
With the Goldie Hawn's
and
daughter.
she's on the cover when she's wearing sunglasses.
Yes.
Yeah. It's just her face. Yeah,
Is that movie about the guy that's a journalist and he travels with the band in the 70s?
I've never really seen it.
I
to
forgot
be
who the
honest.
actor is that comes out as a journalist for Rolling Stone. He's never been a journalist, and they give him like the opportunity to go on the road with a band and take down a report and then turn it in, and he ends up hanging out with these 7, and the band's real like Grand Funk, Three Dog Night type of band. It's really
Right.
cool, man.
I remember
and it's
her
a true
name.
story as well.
Her name was Kate Hudson.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah, that's Goldie Hawn's daughter. Yeah, she's on the cover in the front.
Mario Flores. Where'd he go? He was saying Footloose, I think.
The Wall, bro.
The Wall.
Pink Floyd, The Wall.
Benny Hill, somebody said.
Empire Records.
Crossroads with Ralph
Oh my
Macchio.
goodness.
What was the name of the movie where the band they take hostages inside the radio station?
Oh yeah, Airheads.
Airheads,
Yeah.
There's another one.
Charlie knows every single one.
Lit-
It's crazy.
Little Nicky with Adam Sandler.
Oh my god, when he plays Chicago backwards
Yeah, dude, Chicago's cool.
and it's like evil. Yeah.
Yeah, wow. There's just so many jams, man. So many.
Somebody
movies.
said Pure Country with George Strait.
yeah, that would be a rock and roll. Well, ladies and gentlemen,
I didn't even talk about the movies.
I know.
oh,
We're not. We
What
can't
is
move
your- did he
on.
even say his-
No,
No, I didn't.
oh,
You started-
golly.
You started talking
I'm
about
waiting.
Friday After Dark, and then I said Felicity, and the next thing you know, we went,
Well, you mentioned Lady Chatterley and Erotic Hotel.
Oh my
And what is the
gosh.
other one?
Emmanuel in Bangkok.
Emmanuel in Bangkok.
what a title! Just that title.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, what is your favorite rock and roll
All right.
movie?
So
Okay.
we had Cinemax for free, and one of the movies that would come up over and over is Flash. And that movie, the producer was a real eccentric guy, Dino De Laurentiis, and he decided, you know what, I'm gonna let Queen do the entire soundtrack. And each one of the members, they all wrote a song, and some, of course, and Freddie Mercury was on synthesizer. And when I was a little kid, man, I loved the movie and the music. And then when I got older and I looked at the soundtrack, I'm like, they did all the songs. And I was like, no wonder that movie had such a good vibe. It looked like a comic book. And then they were entrusted to do, that's a lot of trust. Say, you know what? Just do the soundtrack, you guys, the band.
Yeah.
And when you hear Brian May with the guitars, and then the drumming is phenomenal. Roger Taylor, I believe was his name.
The bass player?
Deacon.
Yeah, it's his birthday today.
Is it? Okay,
Yeah.
there you go.
He's 71 years old.
He wrote Dun, another one bats and does.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of trust. And so when Flash Gordon came out and I would watch it over and over, I was like, man, I love the music. And so that, to me, made it a rock and roll movie.
Yeah. And by the way, many people had forgot about that movie. And then that movie with that teddy bear that's like real rude and
Oh, yeah, Ted.
yeah, him and Mark Wahlberg were like big fans of Flash Gordon, and they end up at a party in the movie.
And Sam J. Jones shows up.
Yeah, yeah.
And then they start doing blow and stuff.
And they started, let's do that football scene, man. Let's do that football scene.